feel, Jim? Feel good?
Well, I don't know if I've ever sat in this car with it running. I'm looking forward to this. It's really not my idea. My place is outside of the car. You know, I'm more in control of stuff that's going on when I'm out here than I am sitting in that car. That's why they call me the head bottle washer. Yeah, but no, it's all good. I'm looking forward to it. I got Jim Young and Russell Oliver over here, very competent folks to operate the machine. I'll go ahead and sit in there. That's what you guys want me to do. Well, I took it out in the oat field first time I ever sat in it, you know, years ago. Not this one, but the older car. And I had a partner, Jeff Miller. He was a good running back in high school, and he just knew how to cut the tree down, man. And my place is really outside of the car, working on the car. I mean, driving was fun, but when you get serious, one guy has to do one job and another guy has to do another job.
We all owed that to you, man, over the years of you know, everything you've done.
That's okay,
that was
man.
your time.
I enjoyed sitting in there. Yeah. Normally, that's not my office. No, out here is where I work. You know. But thank you guys for the opportunity to get in there and making that happen, Dave. You know, there's nothing like it, man.
Ready with the fuel? I would say it is worth it. Yeah, it's I'm more into the success of a run than actually my car performing like it does, but the car is spot on thanks to Mike and my crew, so I don't really have to worry about that, providing we don't have any unforeseen problem. But running the event is very rewarding when you pull it off, and you can go to the promoter at the end of the day and he's pumped for you and everybody else. Plus the fans love it too, and the way we warm these cars up on race day in a row like that, it's been a total success, and the fans really dig it. So, and we dig it too, so that's what it's all about.
We've been working on the tune-up, trying to get this thing to live to the other end, because we've been struggling in that area. So we backed the compression down a little bit and backed the feeler things down, and it's finally living and it's starting to show its potential. Yeah, it's been a tough task trying to get the fuel right at the idle and at the hit, keeping it cool enough so it doesn't burn up on the other end. And it's been a little bit of a challenge, but man, it's starting to work itself together, and man, it sure is fun to drive, and it's really cool.
This is going to be a run. Watch the top end scoreboard. 570, 253 miles an hour for Sean Bowen.
there's a handful of people in this country that even get a chance to do this. I mean, it's amazing. Norwalk went pretty good. We went 2 rounds of qualifying. I hurt the motor in round 2 of qualifying. We ended up twisting the crank and frying some bearings. So we pulled that motor and swapped Chevy motors, which is very difficult to do overnight. But we swapped motors, came back for eliminations in round 1, and I ran Cullinan, and I beat him off the line. He beat me to the stripe, but man, it was a good race all the way down.
Side of the quarter mile this evening, 673 at only 210 miles an hour for the Pride of Garrett.
The Big Show car's got a lot of speed. I mean, at 300 miles an hour is no joke, and the funny car's a lot heavier on the front tires, so you got to manhandle it. But this car is the insane of insane. So when you climb into this thing, you kind of got to get right and remember how to get it down the track. But the edge factor, you're a lot closer to. So you're standing a lot closer to the cliff. That engine's right in front of you. This is a Chevy on 93% or more. So there's a big wow factor there, and that's really the edge of the sport with these cars, and they're the kings of the sport, so that's what makes it cool.
The numbers, 651, 150 miles an hour. He slowed up and just past the 1,000-foot mark. 607, 223 miles an hour for Tim Coleman. Should have the number 3 spot, 739 and 150 miles an hour. Had some issues again, right?
Went out to Norwalk this past weekend. Car ran pretty good. We were having an oiling issue that was self-inflicted by me not checking something, and got that fixed. So right now, this motor and everything in there should be stout enough to make it down the track. We're excited about this. We've worked our ass off to get it to this point. So this motor right here ought to be good. I say ought to be because we're still running Nitro, but ought to be good, man.
Side by side, 6.217, 248 miles an hour, and Dave Bronco 655 and 216.
So that's the best run we've made. It felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. We've ran faster, but not quicker. We've ran 245 top speed. I let off a tad early, so probably about 100 foot. So it would have been a better run had I not done that.
Oh my God, dude, it was insane. Felt badass. Car left a little soft, but probably about 300 foot, 330 foot out, dude. The clutch started coming in, and I could feel it like shagging ass. And like it's going straight down the track, man, just rolling. And I'm like, I can see the finish line, I'm like, come on, come on, come on. All of a sudden, a little bit of oil starts coming out. I didn't see probably the last, I don't know, 150 foot. But I knew I was close enough, I wasn't letting off. It didn't make a shit. This truck is badass.
Well, pan pressure turned the blades off. I'm just checking when it went off right now. And it went off at like 5.4 in the run. So it shut the blades, car coasted. Didn't really get a piston, just kind of confused why the pan pressure went off. And, you know, typical me, I changed everything in the world on it. So hopefully in Q2 it's going to run a 590.
I actually chattered a little bit down low, but yeah, it was pretty smooth run besides that. Just kind of got a little baseline set up and then mess with this stuff here, maybe go a little faster. Actually, we kind of keep the percentage pretty close the same all weekend, honestly, so we mainly kind of do it with head gasket and blower is what we're even trying to do right now.
I had money in the bank, open credit cards.
I work hours overtime because of you.
My little gas dragster life was great. No. After watching Slingshot 867 times, I think it was.
15 minutes and 38 seconds.
A conversation with Mr. Young. Here I am, burning money I don't got.
You must have it because you got parts.
I'm just stupid. We're just trying to nurse it through this. We're currently, I'm 90% sure we're currently second in extreme points, and I would love to keep that. It nuked number one, and the pan pressure switch set her off. So, but again, we're just kind of learning, and better one than, I think the first run in Norwalk, it nuked like 6 of them. So, I mean, yeah, it's way over something, and it's not that over center tune-up wise. It's really soft, actually, so we're just trying to nurse it through this and hold on to what we got.
Just a good luck charm. So I figured I'd break it out and wear it on the start line this time. And it's working out. 594 at 246, I think. So first 200 mile an hour in the 8th mile for this car, so we're doing pretty good.
You have to do it now.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
You have to wear it for the rest of
I'm going to. I'm planning on it.
Now you got to run this thing any harder now that Bowen's stepping up?
Not really. We're just staying with the same program we originally set out to do. We're going to try to run high 60s, low 70s all weekend and just keep the car clean and consistent and put on a good show. It's about winning as a class, not really winning as a race team for me anymore. Are you guys going to spray and drag from the 8th on, or what's the game plan?
They did that before they started. Okay. What they did when they had the oil back.
Yeah. What do you think, pull the glue off or just go?
For Jim Owen. Taylor's gonna go 6:04 at 244. A whole a lot of smoke. There for Dave Belot. On the left-hand side.
So we made some major fuel system changes, basically. It was pretty cool. Yesterday, we had Jimmy Young, Michael Anderson, Dave Belot, Jim Moore, like 4 different teams came over and totally helped us, like, basically make just some big changes to the fuel system over here. We got it all fired up. It like felt really good. And then when we go out and make this pass, it pulled harder and cleaner than it had in 4 years. That was a planned half-track pass, just to see if anything's going to be burning up or how it's going, because it's been over 3 years since we haven't hurt something on a run in this car. So I think we're on to something here, but we're really excited for what's coming next.
About 579, 244 miles an hour for Sean Bowen. We're back at 627. Best run of the weekend so far, 199. Earlier, 607. Oh, look at the flames are lit. 590.44. 245 miles an hour. And see, Larry Gosha had his hands full down there. Got the chutes out, got the car under control. So Larry did make a little contact down there on the shutdown with the retaining wall. Is a little area of the shutdown. There's such a handful to drive and at over 245 miles an hour. See, it was a clean, straight run. Just keeps pushing over towards the right side end of the shutdown. Just rubbed up against that wall. silent. Dave Brown's at 672, 208 the speed. Improvement off the earlier run for either driver.
I had a bunch of sparks come in the car.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of sparks. Man, did I see a bunch of sparks?
Move me around. Mike.
Did it goes in the sand a little bit?
No,
So you gotta
I
stop
got
the
it
spotter?
stopped.
Good deal.
But it moved me around, bounced me. I had a hard
Yeah,
time getting the
we
fuel
were
shut
heading
off.
back, and I could see the chute going over the wall. Ooh, pretty close to the wall.
Yeah. All I see is all of a sudden, oh, did I see a bunch of sparks come up?
Yeah, that's King Two. Oh, King Two. The bottom rail? Oh. Because that bottom rail had a dump on it when I bought it.
Yeah.
It's just a canard wing.
Yeah, but you know, when you crash, you know, that's there to save your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm lucky it didn't get my foot, you know. Or
Yeah, no kidding, yeah, really, yeah. But man, I mean, I can weld that shit back on there if you can come up with a wing.
You're the guys that were gonna listen.
Well, I mean, you know, it just depends how chancy you want to take it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd probably run it. I'd probably run it.
He would run it.
Yeah,
I know
honestly,
Mike
but
would run it.
I'm not going to tell you not to run it. Or
I'll get
I'm
the
not
belly fan off it so I can see more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff there, that's nothing. That's not
Yeah.
structural. I think what I'd try to do is just try to bend it, and then with your new canard, mount the front one. I mean, this is just kind of a temporary thing, but that's kind of the way I think I would approach it if you wanted to run tomorrow.
I glazed the wall and screwed up the canard and the front wheel, so I don't know if we can get it fixed or not. We're going to take a look at it and see. Doesn't seem to be too bad yet, but you never know until we get the chance to look at it. She was sailing pretty good, but I got the chutes late, and I think I might have hit the rub blocks, and it did this to me, you know. So I don't know if that's why I got into the wall or not, but I did, so I'll claim it. I got wheels at home. It's only an hour and 40 minutes, but we got to look at where the canard was, because it bent all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't think I can run it without the canard. So, but Jimmy has everything to make them, so we'll see.
Yeah, the track was, they prepped it right before we went up there, and we just should have put more in it. The track was dead hooked, and it just pulled the car down, and that's all it had. But put on a good show. Everybody made clean runs. Once again, we did a whole nother round of racing without any delays or oil down. So that's unheard of in these cars right now. I couldn't be more impressed with our teams and the entire Extreme Top Fuel Association right now, because we're doing an excellent job for these tracks.
Oh, lean is mean, right? Yeah, I got 3 pistons on that one too, and it's no header flames. It's screaming, it's lean. I can't figure out why. Had the fuel pump checked, everything checked out, everything's normal, and it's like, can't put enough fuel in it. So right now I'm running the numbers in my head, is this worth it? You know, when's enough? I mean, what are we fighting for? What's this gonna cost? So.
You got a ghost in the system.
Yeah, something's stupid, and when I find it, I'll probably hate myself, but at this moment, I don't know. I really don't know what to make of it.
Saw some aluminum in the oil pan, checked a few things, and we didn't like, so we're still getting back together after a little incident Memorial Day. So we'll have it together later in the year. So. This is really a good group. I really enjoy racing with them. It's been really enjoyable.
What are we shooting for here, Dave?
98%. And I'm at 98 on the dot. All right, let's go racing.
Wisconsin and Troy Center. That multicolored Camaro at 420. A 903 cubic inch Sunny winner. Sunny's world-class racing.
But still picking on 5, so we just burned the chamber, burned the top of the piston, so only made it to about 1,000 feet. 627, but at least we're making full-ish passes right now, so based on fuel system changes, and we're gonna go send it, see if we can bump ourselves up, or at least hopefully just stay in the show here.
We're gonna be in the right lane, right?
Okay, back.
Slow down, and they will normally come up a little short of the turnoff, so we'll have to go out there, we push them off and get them rolling. So,
yeah, last night, one of the machines, the chute failed to come out, and then we had the wall.
Lock makes his best run of the weekend here in this final qualifying session.
Woo!
is for some whatever reason this thing likes hot, slick tracks, and it seems what we kind of got out there to getting a little humid outside, even though it's overcast. They put on a good track. It is sticky, but you got not the best air in the world, so we're a little behind the 8 ball. We're the last car here, so we get to see everybody run in front of us, so we know what we got to do in order to get into the field.
To get #1 qualifier with all this talent out here, everybody's running really good, and the Bowens have definitely got that thing figured out, and they're going to be a contender. There's no doubt about it. The only thing that mattered to me is that we were 1 and 2 qualifying, so that we're on opposite sides of the ladder. So it should be a really good show going through the eliminations, providing nothing stupid happens to either one of us.
We underestimated the track, actually. Just didn't get up on the tire, stuck the tire, and drove through the clutch. And I think the air was actually worse than what we thought, so we got a little afraid of that, and just didn't make enough power, bottom line. A lot of these guys are running 590s, 580s, and 6.0s, and they're consistent every run. They're going down the track, and Jimmy put together a good group of guys that we're all making passes, minimal damage, no oil downs, and it's a good deal, actually. It's working out really well.
Because you can just feel like it'll take off hard, and then it's kind of dragging down a little bit, but then probably about 300, 330 feet, dude, it's like plugs in gear and starts rolling. And you can kind of feel the front end start getting a little light and stuff, and you know you're hauling ass. And all I'm doing is, staring at the wall, hoping I get to the end. Super happy, man. Crew's kicking ass out here. We're able to actually service this motor with this Hemi, man. That Chevrolet was really, really hard to deal with, and these guys, they're busting their butt just to get this done. So, car's doing great. 248 and 240 miles an hour. You just can't beat it.
Get some! Get some!
we're going to run without the canard wings. We borrowed a set of front wheels and tires from Bob Steffens, and we're putting another set of tires I had with me on the back and changing the chutes. So we should be good to go.
So, you know, speak on that, the camaraderie of drag racing.
It's like a big family. You know, we all loan each other stuff, help each other. You know, there ain't too many places where that happens anymore but in this sport. So it's awesome. It's just a big family.
Here we go, Extreme Top Fuel, brought to you by Custom Floaters and Nelson Trucking. Nitro burning front engine dragsters.
Kicking things off here in our Extreme Top Fuel category.
Next two coming to life. Right-hand side of Flushing, Michigan. And Mike Taylor, left side.
Sean Bowen goes 573 at 250 miles an hour and had no parachutes. So he got on the brakes pretty hard, tried to get that thing slowed down as much as he possibly could. Nosed that thing into the sand trap at the very end of the racetrack. And you look over there on the right-hand side and Michael Anderson. That motor expired.
Got any rags in here we can wipe some of this off?
Well, Sean, 573, 250, and then a little bit of chaos down here.
Yeah. Pulled the chutes and I felt them give out, and then got on the brakes and started bouncing. I couldn't get to quit bouncing and go over in the sand a little bit.
back of the other car?
Yeah.
No, sir. His chute come off.
Is that what it was?
His chute. You hit his chute. You caught his chute.
Okay.
You got both
I
his
saw,
chutes.
I saw that mother come
Yeah,
down my
both
head.
chutes come off, bro, and he scooted down through the rocks down there. So.
Okay.
To the 6 flat 233 charge there for Tim Cullen.
You got a tab for that seat. No, it's what we do, so we gotta make this shit happen, right? I just ripped the parachute mount right off the tube, actually is what happened, and bent it and everything, so we I had to cut some pieces out and weld some new ones in and make it happen. Yeah, we'd just softened it up a little bit just to get down, and it didn't do nothing crazy, it didn't even hurt or anything, so that was the plan. This obviously wasn't the plan to work on chassis between rounds, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, we got up there and staged up and took off. Car felt good. Bowen was out on me. You know, his car shags ass in about the first 60, 100 foot like no other. And then got down there about 1/8 of a mile and boom, you know, it was all oil. Couldn't see nothing, you know, the whole oil bath deal. And got my composure, you know, got together, got my visor up. About the time I pulled my visor up, his parachutes came up by the car. And I thought I was in the back of his car. I couldn't, because I just, you know, just didn't see it. And, you know, lo and behold, his whole back end of his car got pulled off by his parachutes. And they got come by my car, you know, at a high rate of speed, and they got tangled up in my chutes. And I was still in my lane. Everything was good, you know. So, yeah, it was a pretty exciting run. We were on a good pass, man. We were like 197, 198 at the 8th. So that was probably our best ET to the 8th. And then just, you know, it's part of it. You know, you're out here learning. So it was a good race, man. It was badass.
The car's running so consistent that we're kind of don't want to mess with it too much, but we need to put a little more weight on the nose, and we need to put some more power in it. And we could do that now. I'm not sure who we're going to run next round. So, but yeah, when the clutch is, you know, you want the motor RPM to get up because it gets more pump speed, it gets more fuel, the motor's happier, the RPM's up. But if the clutch is tight, it pulls the motor down, you lose pump speed and fuel volume. So it's kind of a catch-22. You're trying to, you know, if you get the motor too high and the clutch is too tight, then you're going to spin the tires too much. So it's a balancing act. It's all a big balancing act. And, you know, you can be balanced here, or you can be faster and be balanced up here. So you're always trying to get up higher with your balancing act.
It drove fine. I was surprised. Drove fine, sounded good. So I think we got Jimmy next round. So we'll see how it goes. Anything can happen. It'll be a miracle, but.
Well, and then, you know, going without the spill plates, you know, was there any trepidation before the run, or were you pretty confident?
Well, they never ran them years ago, so we figured, what the heck, we'll go ahead and try it. It was fine. I couldn't tell any difference, to be honest with you. Might have freed it up for that better ET, you never know.
Yeah, we're looking to try to stay in the 60s today. The track is so good that we're going to take advantage of it and try to keep a consistent 60 car through eliminations. And if we slip up and smoke tires and someone gets around us, then that's just the way it is. But we're trying to get really aggressive today.
Side-by-side race right towards the cones down there at the quarter mile mark. 6:13, 202 miles an hour there for Larry. And 5:69, 244. Jim Young's going to get there first and turn on win light.
At 560s at 244 miles an hour, Derek. That is insane.
Second zone at 596, 249 in Gainesville, Florida. Julius Hughes to the next round in Extreme Top Fuel tonight.
The coupler is just galled up. Something, it came right out, now it's not wanting to go back in, but we'll get it fixed. We got Julius in the final round here. He's been running 590s all day, and we're going to swing for the fences to try to put this thing in the 50s. It's long overdue. The conditions are there, the car's there, and either it'll stick and I'll look like a hero, or it'll smoke the tires and Julius will get the win. Either way, it's a win for the team.
Had to change a blower belt for that last run, and had to take the fuel pump off, and main fuel line got taken off along with the fuel pump, and when it got put back on, the hose clamps didn't get tightened down all the way, and the main fuel line wiggled off during the run. Bummer.
And so, and you're just telling me you kind of already had a plan for the final, and really to let this thing eat.
Yeah, I had a plan to make it for the final. What I wanted to do to tune it up to try to run against Jimmy, because I figured that's who we might have would have been Jimmy. But you know what? Races are won and lost in the pits, and we all make mistakes, and it just happens. You know, that's racing.
Yeah, oh yeah, first final ever for me, besides drag boat racing. So, yeah, but we tuned it up just a teeny bit, but it's not going to make much difference. It made us feel better, I guess. We just go down the track, and he's got maybe his main fuel line will fall off. No, I'm just joking, but that doesn't happen very often. So he'll have to screw up for us to beat him. The driving does get a little bit better when you make a lot of runs, when you race a lot. So for us, this is a lot of racing 2 weeks in a row. So.
They're gonna run the big show cars, and then they're gonna run the funny car.
Left side of the racetrack, and Illinois, the 20 kids.
I love the controlled chaos of Nostalgia Top Fuel.
His teammate just punched his.
It should be good. If we get a hold of the track, I think it's going to be something spectacular. And if we don't, we tried.
Julius's first final.
Yeah, that's awesome for him. That team's been really making good, consistent runs, clean every run. They don't even pull the thing apart. It's just like a bracket car, 593 every run. So I know he's going to be there. If I slip up, he's going to definitely get past me. So I got to be on my A game no matter what I do. But, we'll try. We're going to try to really set one on it out for the crowd right now.
In the category, for that matter, he's probably the best.
On the top of the racetrack. But he didn't have an opportunity to use race cars in wholesale.
But now it's time for the extreme top fuel cars.
For Julius, he encountered some issues past the half track mark. So Jim Young, the Salem, Wisconsin team, is your winner here tonight in Extreme Top Fuel. I believe that's low ET of the weekend as well.
Crews heading down the Chase Road. Let them hear you. Low ET of the event right there.
And that was a monster run in the final round against Julius Hughes.
Why would you click it? I'm scared. I don't care. Run it to the sand track next time.
Missed it by that much again, but I'm really happy. Perfectly clean, and for the first time all weekend, not a drop of oil. Turned out the valley cover was loose the whole entire time, so I'm ashamed to admit it, but that's what the problem was. I can't say enough about the entire group all season. Put together clean runs. They showed up. They got to the starting line on time, and they put down side-by-side runs every single pass. So I cannot thank this group enough for holding the bar so high. Custom Floaters, our primary sponsor, can't thank them enough. Without them, this would not be possible. Dave Nelson from Nelson Trucking, he upped the purse a bunch this year, made this race really affordable for all the smaller teams to come out here. Even the guys that didn't qualify are going to get paid, so that helps out. American Metalcraft built our trophies all year. Got Icon Pistons. Hope I'm not forgetting anyone else, but I can't thank everybody enough for what they did. My crew did an outstanding job. Not only did they service my car so I could work on everybody else's all summer, but they also serviced everybody else's cars too. So it's just a testament to how good these guys really are. The car ran consistent every single run. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and thanks for all the support over the season.
Shit's pretty fun when everything works right.
It is. I cannot believe we missed a 59 by that much. That's going to haunt me all winter. And I clicked it about 10 feet early. So it is what it is. But we're gonna tow up the return road right past the fans right now. So we'll see how that works.
No, we had a great weekend, man. We had a great time. It's a great event. It always is. We love coming up here. The car's running good. We're going to keep working on it, try and keep it going faster.
First 200 in the 8th.
Yeah, we did run 200 in the 8th for the first time, which, we've been slow, but just got to keep working on it, man. It's going to keep going quicker. Somebody's got to whip Jimmy.
Just wait till we get that new blower on next week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I am. We're getting blown up.
And back up the return road is your Extreme Top Fuel champion here tonight, Mr. Jim Young. Thrilled the crowd, went low ET in a stellar run. Team is pumped up, I'll tell you that. They've got a truck full of crew members and the one happy driver. Congratulations to them. Put on a hell of a show in front of a great crowd. If we're ready for some thrust, get ready, folks. Hold on to your seats.
We got the Battle of the Chevys, a little match race after this for bragging rights. The Battle of the Chevys, the Tri-State Big Block Chevy with Joey Haas versus the Time Bandit with Dave Belock, and both of these things got a heavy load of nitro in them, so there'll be some killer header flames, and we'll see who's got the baddest Chevy on the premises today.
Be out of your way.
Fireman.
Vice versa.
Yeah, believe a little match race coming up next. Joey Haas and Dave Belock. He said, you know what? I want to square off in a match race.